G'day everyone, Len the Crafty Craker here. I'm just gonna, this is Thursday, October the 24th. So I've been making these slippers. I think I showed them on my last video. Today I'm just gonna do a demonstration on how I made it. I just got this off my Centro here. Centro 40, and I did about 90 rounds. So I made these yesterday. I made a pair, and anyways, I've had trouble with the videos. So anyways, there was the slippers I made yesterday, and so I'm just going to do a demonstration here and show you how I did it. So that's the pair I made yesterday. So I want to thank everybody who's watched my videos and all who subscribed to my channel. So there's my cast off. So I'm just going to stretch these out real good. I made one yesterday, and I'm going to have one, make one I'm going to match. So when you cast off, don't cut your string, because you're going to need it for sewing. So what I'm going to do now, stretch them out real good. Make sure that your yarn's all lined up good. So, there. So next I'm going to put my hand in. I'm going to just kind of tighten up your yarn. It's just like making a hat. Those who run these machines, like these Addies or Centros. So I'm just going to kind of tighten it up there. Like that. I made other slippers, but these ones are that I made a different kind. So I'm gonna tighten these up like that. There. So I've tightened up the one end, and now I'm gonna do the same to the other end. Kind of get these all straightened out. There. So I'm gonna do the same at the other end. I'm just going to tighten these up. Do the same. I got my arm in there, so don't try not to pull on them too tight. And I want to call out some names of the channels that I watch. Creations by Jaxie, and Juan the Yarn Addict, and Missy's Cottage. And also my wife, she likes Crystal. There. There. So now I've got that done, so just give her another good stretch. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line up my my working yarn. I just folded them like that. So now, there. So give it a good stretch. And like I say, don't cut your yarn, because you're really going to need them. Need all the yarn for the sewing that's going to take place. So now that you got your yarn lined up, I'm going to tie them. Tie the two ends there. Couple of knots. Yeah, so I've been working on some projects. I got on my infinity drop stitch scarf that I made. There, I did that on my 48. And I tried this. I watched the tutorial, and so if you see that there, I did 100 rounds with that. And if somebody doesn't know how they're made, I can kind of show you what I did. It's fairly simple too. So, and it was 100 rounds. And I made a hat to match it. I have a hat here to go with it. So, and that's the hat. And it was done on the the golden wheat was the yarn. It was a 4 medium weight. Yeah, and the hat was 130 rounds on the Addy, around the Central 48. And I made one here with Aaron Tweed as well. And this one here, it was 140 rounds for this one. And it was a 4 medium. And I have the scarf actually to go with it. And it was like, it's just an infinity scarf. Yeah. So I kind of twisted a couple times there. So that's what I did with my Central 48. And this scarf here, this scarf was a lot longer. I did about 200 rounds with this. So that was my other project that I had done. There. And there, I made the hat and scarf. And this here was my my cinched ear warmer. There. On my I did this on my Central 48, and this was actually about 100 rounds, and I just cinched it. Like so, I mean, I see that girls or whoever, I guess they wear it like that, but I like it just as an ear warmer, and I just put the cinch part to the back like that. So that was another project that I made. Yeah, I made a lot of stuff here, and I got my my fingerless mitts. I made this without waste yarn, and you might have seen this on my on one of my projects that I've already finished. Yeah, I don't need waste yarn to make these. There. And I can maybe show you how I did it. Maybe some of you already know, but if you're interested in knowing how to make it without waste yarn on your Central machines, just give me a holler and I can show you how that's done. So I'm going to continue here. I'm going to tie these this here and go ahead with my slipper. And these have a high arch, so that's why I like these ones. So I just tie them together like that. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to sew where I tied it together. I'm going to sew it in a circle and kind of snug these up and secure the toe. So I have a surprise for you. So I'm going to take a field trip. And this, I don't want you to tell my wife that I'm doing this. It's one of her ponchos that she made, and it's done by Crystal Begaday. It's her stitch, and maybe Juan the Yarn Addict. So I'll be right back. So this is a surprise for those out there who want to see Mrs. S's makes. This is her poncho. So I hope I'm doing this justice. Trying to get this straightened out here. So just to let you know, that's her poncho that she made. And it's fabulous. Like, take a look at that. And I'm not even sure if I'm doing it justice by showing you, but take a look at that. Look at all this. She crochets. It's all crocheted. Her poncho. So this is Mrs. S's, and this is I'm putting this on to show people her some of her works. So take a look at that. So that's her poncho. And I might put on a few more, maybe as a surprise. Maybe I'll ask her if she wants me to put more on so you can see what work that she's done. There. There's a spot here to put your arms in. Like that there. 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 That's one of her, that's her poncho. There. And there. Gonna just put that away. Yeah, she's quite the crocheter. She's been doing it for a lot of years. So now what I'm gonna do now, like I did with this here, I'm gonna stitch it down here to do like a Kitchener stitch for the toe. So I'm going to put you on pause for a second while I get this started, and I'm just going to continue on and show you the rest. There we go. I'm back. I guess I'm back. Yeah, it's running. Yep. So now I'm just going to go around the toe and just grab a couple of stitches at a time. And I've kind of moved my other yarn out of the way. So I'm just going to kind of secure the toe. There, I'm going to do it with both yarns. Just kind of go around the toe before I start on the rest of the slipper. Just kind of go around, catching a couple of stitches. There, just catching the outside of the toe to secure it. Yeah, if you like what you see, please hit the like button. Or you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. There's no pressure. I've got a lot of people who've subscribed to my channel. Up to 58 people there now, and getting a lot of people watching. Well, I guess I lost my stitch here. Here, I gotta go ahead and rethread it. I apologize for the delay. Yeah, and sold a couple of pumpkins and some hats there, and I donate the proceeds to a worthy cause, to the homeless and that. Here, I'm going to put you on pause while I get this threaded through. Here we are, I'm back. So I'm trying to get all the crinkles out there and try and straighten it all out and get this threaded through. There. Just grabbing a couple of stitches. Some of you said know the Kitchener stitch. Kind of the idea of what I'm doing when I'm stitching up here. Trying to make sure this other piece of thread's out of the way. There. So I'm not catching it. There. Just going through here. There. I've gone around with one, so now I'm going to just go and make sure that all my everything's all lined up there. I'm just going to go from side to side now and catch it from side to side and try to get a kind of a nice stitch going. Try and make it as neat as I possibly can. I think most of you already have the idea what's going on, but I'll just continue on here. I'm not really much of a talker. I just kind of do what I need to do. And There. Yeah, I don't work much anymore. I was working with horses there for the summer, and I'm not going to work for the winter. I used to race standardbreds with the carts, like with the sulkies. I used to own some horses when I was younger, and used to drive them, and I train a little bit still when I'm working, train and jog, and I owned some horses up there until about a few years ago. I just bought in on a stable, and I just pay in so much for pay up for about 2 years, put it in, and they're stake horses. So whether they make after 2 years, we just divvy it up. There's usually about 100 or so people in on them, and I get about a percentage. I haven't really lost any money because they seem to make enough to buy back in. Yeah, and yeah, I like to. We rented a cabin for about 6 or 7 years, but we didn't this year because they kind of put the price up on us. So we just kind of stayed home, and we just did stuff around the house, and I went fishing and did some kayaking, and so it is kind of like I like the outdoors, and I keep myself busy. So I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just catching a couple of stitches there from side to side. Just going from like that there. So I'm just going to go pretty well. I think I'm pretty well. I'm just going to do another stitch or so, and then I'm just going to secure the top of the foot. There, do one more. Go from side to side, like that there. There. So, if you can see what I've done here for the foot, I think that should be lots of room. I just went maybe over halfway. And now I'm just going to grab my thread, and I'm going to go back through, and I'm going to tie a couple of knots there. There. And I'm going to do one more. Go back through the other side, like that there. There. And now I'm just going to hide my thread. I'm just going to go down through the top. I'm just going to go down through the top here, and kind of hide the thread. I'll put my hand in, make sure I didn't come through the when I doubled it through there, so I don't feel the needle. So I'm just going to kind of hide my thread there. And I have my trusty scissors here. There, I got my trusty scissors. I'm just going to cut that there. There. So that part's done. So I imagine you see what's going on here. There. There, I'm just going to stretch her out. So now I'm going to just finish the bottom. Yeah, I want to thank couple of people there that have watched my channel and shared a couple. And I'm going to put you on pause for a second, and I'll be right back. There we are, I'm back, I think. Let me take a look. Yep, there she's running. Sometimes I got to check and make sure that it's going. I kind of messed up a couple of times. So now I'm just going to do the same here. I'm just going to secure the toe. Make sure you secure the toe or your toe will stick out. So you want to make sure that you don't have your toe sticking out when you're when you go to put them on. I'm just gonna go through both sides like that there. I've gone through the toe, so I'm securing the toe by going through both sides. There, looks like I'm pretty well got the toe secured. I'm just gonna maybe do one more. I'm using the needle that I got from my machines that I bought. It's a lot nicer. So there. So now I'm going to start with the bottom part of the foot, and if you see what's going on, I'm going to just grab the threads, and I'm just going to do the same as what I did here, but I'm going to go all the way back to the heel. So anyways, I have the scrubbies that I make too. You might have saw the way a video how I made these here. And I made this one here on my 22, on my Addy that I have here. And I went about 18 rounds to make this scrubby. I made about 4 or 5 of them. And I've been using these for dishes, and they're pretty good. When I finished it, I just I left the string on so I could tie it, hang it. Yeah, so that's one of my other things that I've done. So I'm just going to continue on here. I think I did I mention Sweet Pea Sid? She shared one of my projects there, and I want to thank her. I really appreciate that when people do that to your YouTube friends on the streets. And so I've had a lot of response in the last couple of days because of what she's done for me. And so I want to thank you again there Sid, Sweet Pea, for what you've done. And Creations by Jaxie as well, who helped me with my channel getting started. And yeah, there's been a lot of people that I like to watch. And yeah, and Needles at the Ready. There, Kevin and Ray. Kevin's a dyer, and he does a lot of work, and they're pretty good. If you haven't watched them, they're good to watch. Yep, and Mama Wench, Mary Ann, and there's Ivy B and JB's Amber. Yeah, there's quite a few. I try and keep up with them all. And Hoops and Home, she does a lot of work with the knitting machines here, with Addies and the Central machines. They do a lot of work with those, and I watch those and try and keep up. And I support quite a few channels because I'm always glad to help out a YouTuber who are friends. And Michael, he's Tunisian. That's kind of interesting. I've never seen that done before, and my wife says that she's never really tried it. But I watch it. Maybe someday I might learn how to do it. I mean, I've tried to crochet, and I just can't seem to keep the tension. Doesn't matter how much I tried, I just can't seem to get the tension. So I'm just just working away here on this here. Gonna have it finished here in a second. So for some reason I'm getting knots in this stupid yarn. There we go. There. Yeah, the yarn seems to be tying up on me, but I got it. Yeah, Michael's good. We love Michael. MDL. And Crystal, Bag a Day. And try and support as many as I can, because these people, they do a lot of work, and they create a lot of projects. So anyways, I'm having trouble with this knot here. So bear with me. I mean, it's right there. So I'm going to try and finish this off as much as I can here. I'm still just working away here. Trying to get that knot through. There. I didn't quite get it through, but these are just going to be for me anyways. There we go. Just catching it from side to side. Kind of messed up a little bit there, but I can hide that down there and just continue on. This is just a demonstration. There. Try and catch that and hide that little bit of a knot. There we go. There, I'm just about. And I want to thank everybody for watching and supporting my channel, for subscribing and liking my channel. Yeah, I'm up to almost 60 subscribers there. And that's fantastic. I kind of enjoy doing this. I started at the first of the year as my wife New Year's resolution, and so I took up. It was I used to do with the on the looms, and then about 3 months or so back, I bought these knitting machines, and I like them a little bit better. They don't take as much time, and some people say, well, that's cheating, but I think I can still do a lot of stitches, different stitches. If you just watch the tutorials, you can kind of get a lot of different stitches. So what I've done here is, when I've got to the heel, I'm going to go back through and go back. So that way the heel's not forming a knot. So I found that to be the best way to do the heel, is just go back through. Go back towards the front of your foot. So I'm just about done here, and I'm about ready to tie it off. So I'm just gonna kind of secure this here. There, I'm just gonna run it through. Tie a couple of knots in there. There we go. So there, just grab your thread there, pull it tight. Maybe tie another one in there, just for speedy. There we go. And I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to hide my thread, my working yarn. I'm just going to run it through my yarn. And I'm going to check and make sure that it's not, my needle's not coming through. Just make sure if you go to hide your yarn, but your needle's not coming through your other yarn. Just, there we go. There. Going to cut that off. There. Finished. So there we go. And now these would be good for anybody. I mean, I made some baby booties. There. So I made these too, like baby booties. There. I made a couple of pair of those for babies. There we go. There. They're kind of cute, actually. I did that with the Aran tweed. And I made a like nice little, made a couple of them, actually. A couple of baby booties. So, I mean, you can make these for your kids or for yourselves. I mean, they're nice, they're good and warm, they're really, really comfortable. And it's really soft yarn. Like this yarn here. Like that.